This old woman had Alzheimer's. As time passed, her condition got worse. She mistook her granddaughter for her late daughter and tried to make her a cup of milk. Boiling milk spilled everywhere. Her daughter-in-law panicked. She rushed to pick up the child, but the grandma thought she was a kidnapper and pinned her to the floor. Thankfully, Mark showed up in time and pulled his wife to safety. After that, their peaceful life completely fell apart. Crying, the daughter-in-law went back to her parents' house. The son didn't want to give up his family, so he packed his things and left. Now only the elderly couple were left in the house. One day, the wife called Mark into the car and showed him some security footage. The video showed Mark driving out into the wilderness at night, but he couldn't remember any of it. Looks like he had Alzheimer's too. Despair quickly filled the home, but Mark calmed down soon after. Since they couldn't stop death, they might as well enjoy what time they had left. The next day, he quit his job, sold his car to a friend, and devoted himself to caring for his wife, who used to be so proud. Started doing chores. His wife couldn't help but laugh. She teased him, "If you'd gotten sick earlier, life might have been easier." Mark scratched his head, a little embarrassed. It felt like they were young again. As time went on, their conditions worsened. To keep each other safe, they locked the door with a chain and left notes around the house for when one of them forgot things. Luckily, they didn't have episodes at the same time, so when one was clear-headed, they'd leave messages for the other. One day, Mark started begging for fried chicken. His wife rushed to make it. Suddenly, they heard sobbing inside. Mark had wet himself. The once proud man broke down, sobbing in his wife's arms. She held him gently, comforting him like a baby. Months passed. One day, she found a video on her phone, a recording of herself having an episode. Seeing the fear in her granddaughter's eyes broke her heart. She didn't want to be a burden anymore, so while Mark was asleep, she called her son, just to hear his voice. She left a letter behind, then looked at her sleeping husband. Full of sorrow, she didn't want to drag anyone down anymore. Luckily, the doctors found her in time and saved her life. Later, Mark bought back their car, planning one last road trip with his wife. They laughed and chatted, reminiscing about their younger days. But before long, she started to feel a sharp pain in her head. Mark told her to rest, then gently stepped on the gas, planning to end their journey peacefully. But the police found them just in time and saved them again. They later came to the beach, hoping to see tomorrow's sunrise. The next morning, she woke up to the sea breeze and quietly walked to the water. As the sun slowly rose, her mind drifted back to the past, to the day Mark proposed with his awkward little dance. They weren't even married yet. Decades had passed since then. There had been fights, arguments, but mostly, there was love. Staring at the colorful sunrise, she slowly closed her eyes. A little later, Mark woke up and walked over to her side. He gently asked, "Are you hungry?" But she didn't answer. She had quietly made her way to heaven.